What's going on, brothers and sisters? We're back, Motor City Sports Talk. Your boy CJ Goodfella. Don't forget, we dropped a few videos over the course of this morning, about midnight and through the course of the morning. I was just trying to stay awake because I'm going to the midnight shift tonight, man. So shout out to everybody that was vamping with me this morning. I'm gonna drop a couple more videos tonight. This probably be the most active and busiest day that we had on the page. And like I said, I got some great things lined up for the channel as we push for 1,000 subscribers. I don't want to let no cats out the bag for the season, but we got something major that potentially could be planned. And when I put it into rotation, it's definitely going to be, great. So, but today we talking about Theo, Riddick, and Ameer Abdullah, the battle for the third down back, the battle for the third running back spot, and who gonna win it now, and who gonna have more touches this season. Now, it's a good chance that Ameer Abdullah still could be traded. It's a good chance that possibly Theo Riddick can be traded. I wouldn't say it's a good chance for that. But, they got some other running backs on the roster after they get rid of Tion Green. Excuse the air conditioning in the back if it's distorting the sound. But I'm hot. It's a hot day in Detroit today. But they still got Zach Zenner, Dwayne Washington, and also the running back Nick Baldwin from San Diego State. He's a fullback, though. So I think he might just make the team off the strength of that if everything, goes well for him. But for the battle for that third down back and that third running back position back, it's going to be key. Abdullah probably going to stay on the roster because he provides value as a pass catcher out the backfield and as a kick returner and the punt returner, especially if Jamal Agnew kind of reins back his return ability because he might win the nickel position. So he might not do as much punt return and more kick return than anything if he wins the nickel position over Quadre Diggs and whoever else battling for that position. But I think Theo Riddick will ultimately get more touches than Ameer Abdullah, and I think he ultimately will be the third down back. And I'll tell you why. There's already reports going out that he's going to play some slot receiver, more slot this season as well, too. And I think he's going to be that Dion Lewis type that New England had last year. And I think he's not as fast in the straight line as Dion Lewis, and neither is Ameer Abdullah, but he's shifty. He can catch the ball out the backfield, and I think the line's going to be very, very creative with him. He's going to be lining up in the slot a lot this season. He's going to be that third down, that receiving back for the Lions this year. I think Ameer Abdullah is going to continue to get phased out. His morale is already down. But can he come back and win a position? Yeah, he could do some of the same things that Theo Riddick can do. A lot of the same things. I think Theo Riddick is a top 5 pass catcher running back out the backfield. But I think Ameer Abdullah can do that as well, too. So it's going to be a battle. I think they have more faith in Theo Riddick just because he's a better pass catcher and he has more security holding the ball. But this is really going to show the character of Ameer Abdullah this year. Battling from the depths of hell in the bottom of the depth chart and being buried, being doubted, being questioned. And he's going to have to rise up and make something happen. Competition brings out the ultimate, supreme best in a lot of guys. And I hope for Ameer Abdullah it brings out the best in him. A lot of us get frustrated with the guy, and I get frustrated with him as well, man. I'm not going to lie. But, sometimes some guys perform better with their back against the wall. And I don't know Ameer Abdullah personally, but if he's that type of guy, this is going to definitely show his character, man. His character in this whole situation. If he stops crying and just start working, he got the talent to beat Theo Riddick out for the third down and the third down and third running back position. He's a more talented, back. When you look at it, Theo Riddick is just more of a sturdy and reliable running back. And if Ameer Abdullah comes to camp with that mindset of I want the number 1 spot and I'm going to do whatever I got to do, he possibly can beat out Theo Riddick and phase him out. But if you come in the camp with that crybaby mentality that the coaches didn't put me in position to win, it's everybody else's fault except for Ameer Abdullah fault, I didn't get enough opportunities. You come in there with that mentality this year, he gonna continue to be buried on the depth chart. And it don't seem like the Lions feel like they want to release him or trade him. They still feel like he got value to the team. But if he comes in with that mopey-popey attitude, man, he gonna fight himself on the streets, man. Because they'll take a guy like Zach Zenner and a guy like Dwayne Washington who got return ability too, and just look at his potential and be like, you know what, man, he want to be here. He want to compete for a spot. He don't want to cry. He giving the effort. For Ameer Abdullah just coming here with that quit mentality, he gonna be up out of here, man, by camp, and he could be somewhere else. That's what he wants anyway. But I think the Lions still feel value in him and they got a plan for him. But Riddick should have a great year this year, you know, as well if he get those opportunities. Like I said, he going to get touches in the slot, touches in the running back field, and he grateful. He's a guy that was a 7th-round draft pick out of Notre Dame, and he's a grinder. See, Ameer Abdullah, he was just a star his whole career. He was a 2nd-round draft pick. He was the guy in Nebraska. He probably used to getting patted on the back and getting all that love. Theo Riddick is a grinder. He a scrapper. He a guy that really earned his spot to be on this roster. And he always going to have that gamer and that baller mentality. Ameer Abdullah got to get that hunger back, man. Because he had a lot of promise coming here. He got a lot of talent, man. A lot of talent. He just got to look at himself in this offseason and work on Ameer Abdullah. And if he works on Ameer Abdullah, talent for talent-wise, he'll beat out Theo Riddick, man. You know, talent for talent, he probably beat out every running back on this roster if he just really put his mind to it and grind, you know, and say, shit, fuck it, it's going to be what it's going to be, excuse my French. I'm going to go out here and put it all on the line, and I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to come and do everything I got to do. You never know. He might be he might be the number 1 running back in the rotation. That's the type of ability that he got. But, you know, being in Detroit, it hurt his confidence a little bit last year and the year before last with the injury. Then last year, the fumbles and being set on the bench. But I think he's pretty much fried, man. I think mentality-wise, man, he's a little bit fragile right now. And, you know, he's been a superstar type kid his whole life. And for the first time in life, something ain't really easy for him on the football field. And Theo Riddick, he a grinder, he a scrapper. You know, he grinded to make the roster. He know what it takes to, you know, to beat out competition, because he beat out a lot of guys to be here, man. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Theo Riddick to edge out Ameer Abdullah. But Ameer Abdullah is one of the better 4th option running backs if they continue to keep him on the roster, which he ain't really being paid much. So, you know, even though it would seem like they'd be holding him hostage against his will, he's just going to play his contract out and just go somewhere else when it's up, which I believe is next year. But I definitely appreciate everybody, man. And Motor City Sports Talk, we signing off. Don't forget to subscribe and share. We pushing for 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there, y'all. We gone.